I don't know whether Preeti, who's tracked Rajasthan more than I have, would agree with this. But what is interesting about Rajasthan, and Rahul, you can also dip in, is that this is one of the few states where no one caste dominates the state. So therefore, elections become competitive. There is no one caste more than 20% of the state's population. So you've got Jats, Meenas, Gujars,
the
all
OBC come together.
But they all in a way compete for their own stronghold. So you can't have it's very difficult therefore to get a sweep. That might explain this. Look at even in Gujar seats, it's highly competitive. Look at Meena seats, it's highly competitive. Did you see that caste dynamics perhaps are not as potent as we think as they are in other states where you have a sweep?
No, to be honest, Rajdeep, the elections in Rajasthan are decided on the metrics of caste, and historically that has always held sway.
But look at how it's playing out this time.
Because, usually caste, last time, 2018, the Gujars en masse went with the Congress. En masse went with the Congress.
Does gender trump caste?
Does gender trump caste? Yes. Now, off late with what you've seen, yes, what cuts across caste lines is welfare schemes. So, it's interesting. You go from village to village and you will see that same woman talking about that mobile phone and that 500 rupee ka cylinder. From Yadav to Meena to Gujar.
Is that a change quickly?
I think it's not a complete change. Now what you are seeing is a mix of identity plus occupational molded into one, right? When you are targeting poor, you are also targeting lower caste in that sense. But just in case, like in Rajasthan, what you're seeing is a very, very close contest in SC seats and ST seats. In both places, BJP was expected not to do well. And they are, in fact, in ST seats, they are leading Congress, and in SC seats, they are neck and neck. So,
but the
one difference between now and then was in 2018, the Congress swept the Gujar bastion. This time, it's tight.
Yeah.
So therefore, that's why it's 94-93.
But Rajdeep, it's being made up by the Jats. The Jats which went to the BJP in 2018, a huge percentage of that, if you look at least what the trend suggests right now, are going towards the Congress. More to the Congress than the BJP.
Sure. If for a moment we draw a cricketing analogy,
yes,
the BRS at this moment faring like the England cricket team in the World Cup, defending champions, getting hammered. Only 40% of the BRS seats which they held in the last election, they are retaining. 60% of BRS seats are flipping at this moment. 60% of your sitting seats, like seats which you have at this moment, are flipping over. The Congress is bagging 42 of those 50 BRS seats. The BJP bagging 8 out of 50 BRS seats. No wonder K. Chandrasekhar Rao is looking so glum. And look at the retain ratio for the Congress. They had only 19. They're retaining 72% of those seats. 4 of those are now being led by the BRS. Let's look at the retain ratio for the BJP. Of the one they had, they're retaining that at this moment. In terms of strike rate, the Congress's strike rate in Telangana at this second is 53%. The BRS's strike rate only 32%.
Can you just help us in what is going to become critical today as the day goes on? At the moment, 11 others are leading in Rajasthan. Right. Can you, Rahul, tell us who these 11 others possibly are? Because those 11 others could have a price on their head come this evening.
Rajdeep, I've just got a text message from Jan Chaudhary and he's saying, please correct Rajdeep sir. They said the Jat community is 20% in Rajasthan. No,
it's not
of the last census.
Not as much.
12%
okay, so
on record.
When Rajdeep
12%, he can say 20. It is 12% on record. So please tell Jan Chaudhary, I go by data, he goes by his perception.
Okay,
when Rajdeep bowls a googly, I get very scared because he says, just check on the EI. And I'm wondering, is the EI programmed to be able to throw up an answer of that? Mercifully, it is. So it passed the Rajdeep test. Here it is. You asked about the 11 others. I have them on the screen right now. One of them is a BSP MLA league contender. There are 3 independents and 6 are from the other smaller parties. So others are currently leading in Rajasthan and they'll become very important in Alwar rural, in Bharatpur, in Bilara, in Churu, in Khetri, in Khinswad, Pali, and in Sirohi. Those are the 11. Rajdeep, next time you want to bowl a googly, just give me a heads up or send me a message before tossing that ball on national TV.
No, the reason I'm saying, look, BSP and the independents and the rest, most of these are rebels who did not get tickets from the Congress or the BJP. We'll have to see whether people like Rajendra Gudda are leading at the moment. That will be an interesting seat to see. Because remember, he's the one who came up with the red diary accusing the Congress of corruption, the Gehlot government of corruption after being a minister in the government. Now, if people like Rajendra Gudda start winning, He's contesting on a Shiv Sena ticket.
It's very clear we will have a super over in Rajasthan.
Yeah.
You know, here's the breakup of the rural seats in Rajasthan. There are 156 seats in Rajasthan where more than 60% of the population live in rural areas. On those, the Congress is leading on 77, the BJP on 70. If I look at the urban seats of Rajasthan, where more than 60% of the population is in urban areas, the BJP and the Congress are divided 10 each, which is a bit surprising, frankly, from the BJP's perspective, because they think they do well in urban areas. In the semi-urban seats of Rajasthan, at this moment, there are 24 such seats where the percentage of people living in urban areas is between 45 and 55%. The BJP leading on 13, 8 to the Congress. Rajdeep, you wanted a super over. I think we're heading in that direction.
Yeah.
Coffee lao, nashta lao, it's going to be a long day, particularly in Rajasthan.
Yeah.
Well, look, it is possible that one side goes over 100. I don't rule that out.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that it is a fight. And I repeat what a journalist in Rajasthan told me, I thought very rightly, both these big parties put their egos above ground realities. Had the Congress been able to accommodate Sachin Pilot, they might have done well in the Gujar belt. Had the BJP been able to accommodate Vasundhara Raje, who knows, they would have got that gender factor in their favor. The reason why both the parties are competing strongly is that both these parties have not been able to outmaneuver the others by creating a very strong narrative.
But Sachin Pilot that you talk about, Rajdeep, he was restricted to his own constituency. He has a huge pull with the youth. If he was allowed to campaign across the state, you would have pulled in that youth factor. Only in the last, I think the last 2-3 days was he allowed to campaign outside his own constituency. And on the other hand, if you look at it, he's been able to pull in. Maybe, you know, there's a fracture of the Gujar vote, but a lot of it has come back to the Congress this time as well.
You know, you can't blame the Congress leadership for this, you know, Sachin Pilot, Ashok Gehlot.
Why not?
Ashok Gehlot's ego problem. He was not able to accommodate.
But you are such an
listen.
all-powerful high command cannot settle between two leaders for 5 years.
But Rashid Saab
is Amit Shah and Narendra Modi.
No, but there's a big difference. Ashok Gehlot's track record has been, each time he is at the end of his 5 terms in office so far, he gets hammered. If he actually wins a 4th time, he'll be equaling a record in Rajasthan of Sukhadia, where he would have also become Chief Minister for the 4th. It's not happened yet, but if it does happen, that's a record that's up for grabs. Here is what Chhattisgarh is looking like. It's settling very. Bhupesh Baghel, who was in our office very recently, will be heaving a sigh of relief. In Chhattisgarh, it seems at this moment that the Congress could go through. It's not as close as it is in Rajasthan. Chhattisgarh, which our poll said, could go down to the wire, even though the Congress was clearly in the lead. Here's what the numbers look like. 54 for the Congress, Rajdeep, 33 for the BJP. BJP up on a very low base, Congress down on a very high base, but still quite comfortably placed.